What's up, YouTube? It's a beautiful day outside, so there's no better way to spend it than playing video games and doing magic tricks. So today I've got a great magic trick for you. So well, first I'm going to do the performance, then I'm going to show you the tutorial. I've got a deck of cards here. That wasn't supposed to happen, but it doesn't matter. And now I can mix these up. And now if I had a spectator, I'd also have them mix it up. And let's just say they mix it up. I don't know how spectators would mix it up. I don't know, let's just say they mix it up like that. Okay, so you'll just have to trust me that that's mixed up, okay? So, I've got this really nice box right here, and I'll come back to that later, okay? So, right now, well, the spectator would have just mixed up the deck. And, so now, right away, I'm going to take this rubber band, okay, and just stretch it around the deck, just like that, okay? So now the rubber band is around the deck, good and fair. So then so the rubber band's there, so that there's no way that I could tamper with the cards, move them around when you've already mixed up the cards and stuff to make sure it's fair. So now the next thing is I've got this flash card right here. Now, just tell me when to stop. So you say stop right there. Okay, put the card in. Okay, good. So that's fair, right? Okay. So now I'm just going to show you the card where you stop me at, okay? So right there, okay, that's your card. Okay, good. So now I'll take out the flash card. There we go, we're good. And now that we found you your card, okay? That was nice and fair. We'll take the rubber band off the deck. Now we'll just find your card, okay? Your card isn't in there, is it? Well, there are only a certain number of places where your card could be, right? And one of the places that might come to your mind is this big box right here that I have had sitting here for the entire performance. And now let's just see here, if we open it up, there's one card in here, which is your selected card. Okay, now I'm going to be showing you how you can do this trick. Right here I've got this prop, nice case thing. You don't need one. I actually normally don't use this when I perform this trick. Usually what I do is I put the card up my sleeve, and then I've got, I'll tell you later what my little act for that is, what my line that I say is. So what you do is you start out the trick. Well, first is I need to show you, oh well, I only used one, but I need to show you the flash card. Actually, it's a gimmicked flash card because there is half of a 5 of diamonds on the back of the card. Now what I just did is I cut the 5 of diamonds right in half, just took some glue, glued it right on there, and just glued it right along the line there so you can't see it. And then you're pretty much good to go. However, you probably can't see these, and I hardly can too, but you can see them just enough. See, I've got a little pencil dot right there and right there. And what that is it tells me where to line up the deck so that I know that you won't see the card. So that when so you still probably can't see it, but the dot's right there. So now I just shove that card, the dot right there, so it's lined up with the deck. So then when I flip it over, you can't see that gimmicked part of the card. So that's the gimmicked flash card. Actually, you can use 2 flash cards. So then you can like show it around after you do that. You put it away. Then you bring out the other flash card, say, okay, there's nothing gimmicked about it if you can take it and flip it over. But really, it's a second flash card. And normally when you're performing this to a person in person, live to them, just put them in your back pocket or something. So that's that. And then what you do is you take the gimmicked card. I used the 5 of diamonds, which obviously means you'll need 2 decks. But I have a rigging deck, which I just use cards from that for, and that's what I used for this. And now you can put it wherever you want, up your sleeve, under the person's chair, whatever you want. But for this demonstration, I just put it in this box. And I also put it face down so that the tension kind of builds. Do the same thing if you're like putting the card up your sleeve. Just pull it out upside down so it just builds up the suspension. And also, you'll need one rubber band. So really there is no setup to this trick, but however, there's only 51 cards or 53 cards. If you're using the jokers, it doesn't matter if you're using the jokers or not. They can truly mix up the cards, it doesn't matter. There's no gimmick that way. And then have them put on the rubber band so they don't think you're doing something sneaky with it. And then when you put on the rubber band, put it down a little bit so you can fit all of the flash card into the dot part. Put it in probably about to the bottom of the, the top of the second circle of the angel if you're using a bicycle deck. And then what you do is, and also make sure to recap on this so that they think, okay, yeah, that's completely fair. But when really it isn't. So then you just tell them when to stop. You take your flash card, but you have face down so they can't see the gimmicked part of it. Put it right in. Then line it up with the pencil dots you have on the sides. And see, I made sure to keep the rubber band down far enough so you can't, so it fits all the way in. Because of course, if you have the rubber band up, like up here, you're not going to be able to fit in enough of it, and then you can see that card. And so then line it up with the pencil dots, and then you can flip it around and stuff, say, okay, so that's fair. And if you lined it up with the pencil dots right, they're not going to be able to see that. And then say, okay, I'm going to show you the card, take it, and make sure you don't just pull up that part, and they might see that it's kind of attached to the card. Just pull it up like that. Make sure you don't pull it up all the way so they can like see that it's only half of a card. That doesn't matter. I mean, just don't do that. But then take it back out, put it in your pocket, and then have them take off the rubber band and look for their card. And now they're obviously going to go through the deck and say, my card's not in here. And then you can say, like, just look one more time. So you look through it one more time. No, it's not in there. So then you say, okay, well, there are a variety of places it could be. One of them that comes to mind would be this box, which has one card in it, which is your card. Now the other thing you could do, like I said, with up your sleeve, is what I say then is like, magicians are always being accused for having cards up their sleeve. But in this case, I actually do have a card up my sleeve. And then I pull it out and say, was this your card? And that's how you do the trick.